Good morning. Today is April 7th, 2020. It's a Tuesday. For today, we will review inference and then we will talk about the Mona Lisa painting because the story for today is entitled or called Stealing Mona Lisa. And I will discuss the two tasks that you will do for today. So let's start with talking about the inference lesson for today. So first, let's define inference. What is an inference? It is an educated guess based on what you can observe. When you're observing something, it's what you can see, hear, or feel. And when we're talking about like feeling something in this case, it's like you can touch something, right? So that's what we are talking about with observation. Or it's also what you know about a person, place, thing, or situation based on what you've read, your interaction with that person, what other people say about a person, place, thing, or situation. Okay, so let's look at the first example. There's a thief who left the house but didn't go out the front door. What can you infer? So you would ask yourself, what do we know about thieves when they try to escape after stealing something? Okay, so we can say that the thief is hiding in the house, that person didn't leave, or the thief has left by going out the window. Okay, so that's what you can infer. So in this situation, you didn't really see it happen, but based on the movies you've seen, the books you've read, you can infer that a thief would try to escape. If the thief is not trying to escape, then it is hiding somewhere, okay? So this is what you know about thieves based on what you have seen or read or heard about thieves. Okay, so that's the inference you can make. Let's look at the second example. Your friend is allergic to peanuts. Your friend shakes when he eats peanuts. Okay, you see your friend shaking. What can you infer? So in this case, you can infer my friend has eaten something with peanuts, because remember, when your friend shakes, that means your friend has eaten something that has peanuts because your friend is allergic to peanuts, okay? So this is what you know based on your interaction or knowledge about your friend, so you can make that inference that whenever your friend is shaking, like 9 out of 10 times, it's because your friend has eaten something with peanuts. Okay, so let's go to the last example. Donald Trump says that Mexicans are drug dealers and criminals. What can you infer about Donald Trump? So I'm going to give you guys a couple of minutes to think about this. Okay, so we can say that people can infer that Donald Trump does not like Mexicans. Okay, some people have inferred that. Some people have also inferred that Donald Trump is racist because he says negative things about Mexicans. For me, I think the best one would be people can infer that Donald Trump generalizes people. So what does generalize mean? When he says that Mexicans are drug dealers and criminals, that's a generalization because some Mexicans are drug dealers and criminals, but that's not everyone. That's just some Mexican people. And it's a generalization because he acts like it's only Mexicans who do this, which is not true, because in America, you also have drug dealers and criminals. If you go to France, they have drug dealers and criminals. If you go to Australia, they have drug dealers and criminals. So crime happens everywhere. So it's not just in Mexico where this happens. So when he says that Mexicans are drug dealers and criminals, that's a generalization, okay? Because he acts like, okay, only Mexican people do this, okay? So that's a lesson about inference. Now I will show you guys some of the people and place, because there's only one place, that you will hear in the story. Okay, so this is the famous Mona Lisa painting. So this is Mona Lisa. Okay, where can you see this painting? You can see this in the Louvre Museum in Paris, France. So the Louvre looks like this at night. This is the museum. This is just, I would say, some art. It's a glass pyramid in front of the museum. So this is how it looks like at night. In the morning, this is how it looks like. So who painted Mona Lisa? Leonardo da Vinci painted Mona Lisa. He's a very famous painter. The other painter that you would hear today, his name is Pablo Picasso. Okay, his paintings are like this. They are very colorful, not traditional. You kind of have to come up with the meaning for them, because when people look at them, they can like come up with different meanings for it. Okay, so that's what you guys will be reading today. Stealing Mona Lisa. Okay, so let's start reading it. Leonardo da Vinci's Mona Lisa is perhaps the most famous painting in the world. The mysterious smile of the woman in the portrait has intrigued viewers for hundreds of years and has drawn millions of visitors to the museum in which it hangs, the Louvre in Paris, France. Okay, so let me ask you guys, what does the first paragraph say or talk about? So if you said, why is the Mona Lisa painting famous? Why is the Mona Lisa painting famous? You are correct, okay? It is famous because it has intrigued many people for many years, and that's why people go to the Louvre Museum in France to visit it, okay? Because this very famous painting is very intriguing to people. Okay, so let's go to the second paragraph. About 100 years ago, in August of 1911, Mona Lisa was stolen from the Louvre. The people of France were distraught, fearing that the painting had been destroyed. The people had few leads in the case and made only one arrest. They believed that Guillaume Apollinaire, a famous poet and art critic, might have stolen the painting, but he was quickly released. While in custody, he tried to blame another famous artist for the theft, Pablo Picasso. Okay, so let's stop here. I'm going to give you guys a couple of minutes to think about what the second paragraph is about. So if you said, what happened to the Mona Lisa painting? Again, what happened to the Mona Lisa painting? You are correct, okay? Because here it says that it was stolen. They found the person who they thought stole it, which is Mr. Apollinaire, but since he didn't steal it, they quickly released him or let him go, but he blamed another artist, Pablo Picasso. He said, oh, Picasso stole the painting. Okay, so that's basically the details for the main idea. Okay, so let's read the third paragraph. As it turned out, neither man was involved with the infamous theft. 2 years after Mona Lisa was stolen, a man who claimed to have the painting contacted the Italian art dealer. This man, Vincenzo Perugia, offered the painting to an art dealer. There was just one condition. The art dealer would have to keep the painting in Italy instead of sending it back to France. Even though the art dealer believed that Perugia might not have had the painting, he contacted the police anyway. When the art dealer met Perugia, he found that the man's story was true. Perugia, a former handyman at the Louvre, had stolen the painting. He was quickly arrested and convicted of the crime. That means they found him guilty, okay? Mona Lisa survived intact, meaning it wasn't destroyed. Everything is in good condition, and was returned to the Louvre in Paris, where it is still on display. Okay, so I'll let you guys think for a couple of minutes what is the main idea of the third paragraph. So if you said, who is the real theft for the Mona Lisa painting? Who is the real theft for the Mona Lisa painting? You are correct, okay? So the real theft, his name is Vincenzo Perugia. How do people know that he was the one who actually stole it? Well, first he contacted an Italian art dealer, okay, because he was trying to sell the painting. So he has the painting. And then he was also a handyman at Louvre. So that's the reason he got really close to the painting and was able to touch it and then steal it. Okay, because he worked at the Louvre before. Okay, so, and what happened to him? He was arrested and convicted of the crime. So, that is the story. For today, guys, you have 3 questions to answer to let me know that you understood the reading. The first question is, why did the police quickly release or let go of Guilherme Apolinari? So, find the answer in 3rd paragraph. So, that's the clue I'm helping you guys so that you can answer it, okay? Number 2, what can you infer from the fact that the police were unable to find the thief on their own? So, what can you say about the police officers in France? What can you infer about their ability to find the criminal? Or maybe you can infer about the criminal. Is the criminal good or bad in escaping? So that's something to think about, okay? So you can infer from the, from the, I guess, police side or the criminal side of things. The last question is, why did the Italian art dealer contact the police? Why did the Italian art dealer contact the police? The second part that you have to do today is research about a famous painting and write your opinion about the painting. Okay, so in the next video, I will show you guys an example of this so you know what to do. So I will talk to you until the next video.